70. The 12th Responsive Sutra, 28th Sutra of the Responsive Section, the Bhikkhu Sutra. When the Buddha was in Sravasti, he said, Bhikkhus, here a bhikkhu understands aging and death, understands the cause of aging and death, understands the cessation of aging and death, and understands the path leading to the cessation of aging and death. He understands birth, existence, clinging, craving, feeling, contact, the six sense bases, name and form, consciousness, and formations. He understands the cause of formations, the cessation of formations, and the path leading to the cessation of formations. Bhikkhus, what is aging and death? In various beings, in various groups of beings, aging, decrepitude, broken teeth, gray hair, wrinkled skin, decline of lifespan, weakening of the faculties, this is called aging. The passing away of various beings from various groups of beings, their falling away, breakup, disappearance, dying, completion of time, dissolution of the aggregates, laying down of the body. This is called death. This is what is called aging and death. With the arising of birth, there is the arising of aging and death. With the cessation of birth, there is the cessation of aging and death. This noble eightfold path is the way leading to the cessation of aging and death, namely, right view, right concentration. What is birth? What is existence? What is clinging, feeling, contact, the six sense bases, name and form, consciousness, were formations. Bhikkhus, there are three kinds of formations: bodily formation, verbal formation, mental formation. This is what is called formations. With the arising of ignorance, there is the arising of formations. With the cessation of ignorance, there is the cessation of formations. This noble eightfold path is the way leading to the cessation of formations, namely, right view, right concentration. Bhikkhus, when a bhikkhu thus understands aging and death, thus understands the origin of aging and death, thus understands the cessation of aging and death, thus understands the way leading to the cessation of aging and death, when he thus understands birth, existence, clinging, craving, feeling, contact, the six sense bases, name and form, consciousness, formations, the origin of formations, the cessation of formations. When he thus understands the way leading to the cessation of formations, he is called one accomplished in view, one accomplished in vision, one who has arrived at this true Dhamma, one who sees this true Dhamma, one endowed with a trainee's knowledge, one endowed with a trainee's true knowledge, one who has entered the stream of the Dhamma, a noble one with penetrative wisdom, one standing at the door of the deathless. This is the 8th Sutra. This sutra delves deeply into the core teachings of Buddhism, the 12 links of dependent origination, and the Four Noble Truths, demonstrating the Buddha's profound insight into the nature of life. For a detailed and vivid explanation of the 12 links of dependent origination, please refer to the first and second sutras of the 12th responsive section of the Samyutta Nikaya, which will not be explained here. Analysis and explanation. 1. The sutra begins by emphasizing the understanding of various stages of the life cycle, including aging, death, and birth, reflecting Buddhism's focus on the entire process of life. 2. The Buddha describes in detail the process of aging and death, revealing the impermanent nature of life. This direct confrontation with reality compels us to contemplate the meaning of life. 3. The text points out that aging and death originate from birth, revealing the nature of the cycle of rebirth. At the same time, it indicates that this cycle can be terminated through the Noble Eightfold Path, which is the path to liberation in Buddhism. 4. The formations, bodily, verbal, and mental, and ignorance, mentioned in the sutra reveal how our actions and ignorance lead to the continuation of the cycle of rebirth. 5. Finally, the sutra describes the state achieved by one who truly understands these principles, showcasing the ultimate goal of Buddhist practice. Profound description. In this brief yet profound sutra, the Buddha reveals to us the essence of life. Each of us is experiencing aging and death, but we often ignore this fact, immersed in the trivialities of daily life. However, When we truly face this reality, we discover that life is so fragile, yet so precious. The Buddha tells us that understanding the nature of life is not just to make us feel pessimistic or fearful, but to awaken us. By understanding the entire process of life, we can see clearly how our actions and thoughts affect our destiny, how they bind us to an endless cycle of rebirth. But more importantly, the Buddha gives us hope. He tells us that through correct understanding and practice, we can transcend this cycle and reach a state beyond birth and death. This is achieved not by escaping reality, but by deeply understanding it. This sutra invites us to deeply reflect on our lives, our actions, and our cognition. It challenges us to see through appearances, understand the truth, and ultimately find the path to liberation. In this process, we may feel uneasy, even fearful, but it is this courage to face the truth that allows us to truly grow and gain wisdom. Finally, this sutra reminds us that true wisdom is not just the accumulation of knowledge, but a profound understanding and insight into the nature of life. When we reach this understanding, we stand at the door of the deathless, ready to enter a completely new state of existence. This is an exciting promise and a great challenge, inviting each of us to embark on this path of enlightenment.